Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm here to fill you in on all the things. Today is Sunday. I'm about a week postpartum tomorrow, which is crazy. This whole week feels like such a blur, like coming home and trying to get in a routine of having a newborn. Layla is doing great. She's been so great since she's been home. Such a chill baby, only cries when she's hungry. Me, physically, this recovery has been a lot harder than the other ones. I'm beginning to wonder if, because I had like a lot of pelvic pain in all of my pregnancies. This one was worse, which I kind of expected because it was the third baby. The recovery has been much harder than the other ones though. The pelvic pain is still there. It does not seem like it's getting any better. And I'm beginning to wonder if it's because she like sat in the pelvic area for what seemed like forever, which probably wasn't really that long, but ready to come out, but a doctor wasn't there, so I couldn't push. I'm beginning to wonder if that's the problem. Mentally, I have had a lot of anxiety since being home, and I think that it stems from going through so much during the pregnancy and not realizing exactly like how much it did to me, like mentally and physically. Because when we found out we were pregnant shortly after, COVID came around, so we were worried about that. And then shortly into the pregnancy, about 17 weeks, we got the news about something possibly being wrong with her, and then her being okay, which was great. And then, you know, having to do all of the non-stress tests, and those are mentally draining as well, because you go in and every time you wonder like what is gonna happen, is everything gonna be okay, is something going to be wrong? And then the delivery itself was so scary. So I think that mentally it did more than what I had thought. So now having her here, I'm even more anxious because I'm just so worried about her catching COVID or, you know, something happening. And we live in California, and I'm sure y'all know that literally the entire state of California is on fire right now. And where we live, the smoke is awful. We can smell it in our house, and I just worry about what that is doing to her being so little. It's really hard. And I think just in general, you know, postpartum, like moms go through these kinds of things, and I'm someone who has struggled with depression and anxiety for years now. It's probably been about 5 years since I like officially went to see someone to get help. And that's so crazy for me to come on here and say that, because for the longest time I was embarrassed. I don't even know what I thought that made me like look like, because, you know, as moms, or even, you know, people who struggle with it, you feel like you just have to be strong. And when you have something like that you struggle with, it does make you feel weak, and it does make you feel like, what is wrong with me? But I have learned that it's absolutely okay to have those kinds of struggles, and it's absolutely okay for you to reach out for help. It's important for you to reach out for help. And, you know, for the longest time, I would just like shove that stuff just like so down deep, and I wouldn't want to talk about it. And I know, you know, like that made it so much worse for me. But I will say that over this last year, if I have learned anything, is the needing to reach out for help, the needing to like let my husband know, or friends or family, like I'm struggling, you know. And that doesn't make me weak. If anything, I feel like that makes me strong to let people know that I need that help. This last year has been absolutely crazy for my family. Let's see, was it, I don't know. I think it was like officially a year ago, or not officially, like I think in November he was like officially diagnosed. But for those of y'all who don't know that are here, my husband was diagnosed with a chronic pain condition called trigeminal neuralgia, and it's a chronic pain condition that involves the nerve in your face. And there's basically nothing they can do for him, and it's every day he is in some sort of pain. Some days it's awful, some days it's dull, and it's something that he could possibly have to live with for the rest of his life. Some doctors say it can go away on its own. Some people live with it for their entire life. They have him on medicine, which sometimes it seems like it helps, sometimes it seems like it doesn't. So that is very difficult for him, and it's very difficult for me and the rest of his family, our family, you know, to see him go through something like that. And that he was diagnosed with that shortly before we found out that we were pregnant. So when we found out we were pregnant, it was just kind of crazy, because it was like he was going through this and we weren't trying. And it was just like, okay, like, you know, we can handle this. And then you throw COVID on top of it. And then you throw possible pregnancy complications on top of it. And it's just really been a lot the last year. And going through all of that, it's just crazy. You know, it's just crazy. And if it wasn't already crazy enough, for those of y'all who also don't know, we are a military family, and we just found out that we are going to be moving in a couple months. So life is really about to get crazy. We're super excited though. We've lived in California for like 4.5 years now, and we're so ready to get out of here and start something new. It'll be good for our family. But yeah, the point of this video was just to come on here and fill y'all in with how I'm doing, how this last year has been for our family, what we have coming up next, which I'm super excited to take y'all along with that journey of PCSing and traveling and all the things. And I also just came on here to say that if you are struggling right now or ever, I know that right now it's so hard on everybody with everything that's going on in this world, but it's absolutely okay for you to reach out for help, and there's nothing wrong with that. And if I can help anybody out there, please let me know, because that is something that I struggled with silently for a long time. People are going to see this video and be totally shocked that I even say that, because not many people know that about me. But I just want you to know that you're not alone and you're not weak. And it's absolutely okay to get help and do all the things that you need to do to take care of yourself, especially in a time like this. But yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for being here. All the support has been so great for our family. And I will see y'all next time.